they had a cancer sarcoma on their lung, and with that, when they had their sarcoma, I'll just take my glasses back off again. It was known to be one that they were able to cure. Not easy, but it was one that they were able to cure okay. It wasn't going to be a well recovery. It wasn't going to be quick or anything. When you're obviously going to have an operation, it's never a quick, speedy recovery. It's always going to be a recovery that's going to be relevant to the type of operation you've had done. So, for example, if it's just a splinter removal, it's relatively quick in comparison to, say, a triple heart bypass, for example. Or, obviously you make your own comparison to what's relevant, a paper cut versus something rather large. So I've managed to find some information, and I had it all prepared with regards to my operation. Now, this is where I'm a little bit weird. I've kept a folder with regards to all of my operations, with regards to all my appointments, my operation, my pre-op appointment, post-op appointment with anyone that's relevant, GPs, physios, literally anyone and everyone possible. And it's all in this folder that I'm about to show you. On the front is my Nuffield orthopaedic lot, as such. In the middle is all my GP and physio, and at the back is the support services, being sarcoma, and any essential research that I've done, if you like. It doesn't look that thick, and it's not that thick. However, bearing in mind that that was done between June, July of last year, and now is June this year, so it's about a year, actually, thinking about it. That's something I hadn't thought of before. Year's worth of paperwork just coming up, just here. See, so that's my support paperwork just now, and that is all my sort of, I don't know, just Nuffield stuff. I say just Nuffield, that isn't really going to do anything much, eh? So yeah, there you go. It's not very thick, as you can see, not very thick at all. And within that, I've got a whole load of details from sarcoma, which I'm going to see if I can open one-handed. If not, I'm going to have to pause the video, which actually I managed to do. Oh, that's kind of cool. I actually didn't think I was going to be able to hold the camera still and do that. I don't know why I thought I wouldn't be able to, but there you go, that's a laugh. So I've got the brochure. I haven't got the keyring. I don't know what I've done with it. I've done something special. Who knows? That's going to annoy me because normally I'm really good at keeping everything together, and I've put it somewhere special. Wow. Yeah, anyway, mute point. Back to the world of everything. So this is a fantastic little guide. So basically you go onto the website and you ask them for what's known as an on-the-ball sarcoma kit. And this is what you need to be asking for when I can show you guys. I'm trying to... Oh, this is hilarious. Bear with me a second. I'm trying to fold a bit of paper so you can see. Right, so I don't know whether you can see that, and it kind of sort of makes sense. There you go. So on the ball sarcoma, and you go to their website. So you just simply Google them, or you can just type it into the browser I'm now looking for a website, which I can't find on there. So that's irrelevant. I'll find one on here somewhere, I'm sure. And I actually just found a whole load of details on here, so the next sheet that I'm going to show you. And that's going to be of a load of use to everyone and everyone. They say to give this to the GPs. I've not actually been able to speak to my own personal GP. Now that's the only reason why I've not given it to my GP, and I have taken a photo of it, because I am a true believer that I'm going to keep reposting this sort of photo as a diagnostic tool to the medical profession, and when you do your own research as a patient, you'll soon realise that there's not much information out there other than these guys, Cancer Research UK, and obviously if you're in, say, America or maybe Australia or somewhere else equivalent, you'll have a sarcoma type place. In an undeveloped location, you more than likely will not have this sort of assistance. That said, you may do. I just haven't noticed it. That doesn't honestly mean that it won't. That's not out there. I just haven't seen it out there when I've done a Google search or a search. So it doesn't necessarily mean it's Google's fault. And I don't know why I'm pointing this bit of paper at the camera. It's not going to do anyone any help. I'm smiling because I'm feeling a little bit stupid at the moment for doing that. So this is the first page or front page of the diagnostics tool kit that you should be showing your GP, and that I'm going to just pop in front of the camera and in the hope that it's going to actually display okay. Bear with me a second. That is a load of information, and if I get it in frame correctly, there you go. That should have a whole load of information on there for your GP or medical profession type person to be able to diagnose a sarcoma correctly. And on the back, which I'll show you in just a second, has the adults and children information on there as well. So you've obviously just seen the front, and obviously this is the back, essentially, just there. Now, obviously, this is for the UK. When you're in your relevant location, they'll have all the relevant information for your sarcomas type places. It may come under a different place. It may be phrased slightly different. So maybe say sarcoma and say I don't know whether lymphoma would be linked or not. I don't know. Blood and bone, maybe. I'm not sure. I think lymphoma is blood cancer from memory. This is just me thinking off the top of my head here, so I could be wrong in thinking that. So I'll remove that from my, and I just realised I had my fingers over some information. I apologise. So that's some information that could be of use to your GPs when diagnosing sarcoma. And actually, they just up here, I've just noticed, see that little ball just there, just where my little index fingers is pointing? That's the type of keyring that you will actually get when you are asking and requesting your on-the-board kits from Sarcoma. So that's really kind of cool as well. It's just another little fantastic little thing, little support thing that Sarcoma do. Sarcoma UK do. And you'll get a little welcome letter, which I'm just about to show you in the hope that I don't cover up any information again. So this is it, and it says inside what you'll get as well. So this is it, just there. And if you look just where I'm trying to, well, if you look where my index finger is, where it's a sort of pulling away a bit. That also says the information that you'll get. So a Sarcoma UK leaflet, a ball keyring, which is the keyring I just pointed out, and a diagnostics tool, which was that sheet I just mentioned and showed you just a second ago. So they also have an awareness week as well, which when you're going through the diagnostic stage, or just any stage, or if you're just interested in taking part or anything to do with it at all, or even if you run a marathon and you're thinking, oh, which charity do I run for, or anything along those lines, well, Sarcoma are always looking for people. They could really use people to help raise awareness for them, and raise awareness of the thing that doesn't really know what it is. There's a lot of people out there that don't have a clue what sarcoma is, and it's almost, from my point of view, it's almost shocking. But on the other side of things, because I don't know whether it is unknown totally. I think from memory, I think it was something like only 25 types of sarcomas were known 35 years ago, or 37 years ago, something along those lines. And now between Sarcoma UK, or the relevant sarcoma type charities, and Cancer UK and other relevant research type charities have diagnosed or noticed a further 75, totaling over 100. And I say over 100 because I'm not exactly sure exactly how many there are. I'm definite that there's over 100. And it's astonishing. The information is wow. The facts about those with cancer is hard to comprehend alone, and those with sarcomas is different. It's a truly eye-opening experience. It's humbling to a degree that although mine was benign and a type of tumour that I don't believe would ever be cancerous, I don't know whether it is or whether it would be. I just heard not cancer. I didn't want to explore the fact of would or wouldn't it be cancerous. I'll go into that a bit later on. I know that the type of tumour that I had, which was a giant cell tumour, can reoccur, and the chance of it reoccurring is 6%. If or when it reoccurs, it is likely to reoccur on a organ, or potentially on another joint. And when it does reoccur, it's likely to be more aggressive. That doesn't mean that aggressive means that it's going to be cancer. It just means that it's going to be likely to spread. That's from talking to those who have gone through tumours before, either benign or cancerous, and also through talking to doctors, specialists that have been treating me. That's not through information that I've read on the internet, just for reference. Whether that's specific for the type of tumours that or sarcomas, or whether that's just relevant for I don't know, a certain number of tumours within the sarcoma group. Who knows? I really don't know, and I wouldn't want to guess, and I'm not going to do that research to be able to say yes, this is the deal, because it's quite a scary little route. So the other thing that comes within the sarcoma pack is the leaflet, and this leaflet is what I've got in my hand, just here. Within here is a whole load of information that may or may not be of help to you when you're going through your sort of your experience. On the back, it gives you information on how to donate to them should you wish to do so. They're not into the whole, oh, you've got to donate to us before we'll send out information to you. That isn't the way how it works. It's a case of, oh, right, okay, we find that you're looking for information. You simply enter in your details onto their website. Oh, this is the way how I went anyway, and there you go. You get your pack come through within, say, a week. I think it was about a week that mine came through anyway, from memory. And there we go. That was pretty much as simple as that. I may have got maybe one or two other leaflets from them since then, but it's only to do with sarcoma. It's not, oh, we want to sell you stuff. They are fantastic people. They're amazing, really are amazing. So this is the back of the leaflet that I just showed you. As you can see, there's all the information on how you could potentially donate should you wish to. And just for your reference, I'm just going to really sort of zoom in on this. When you're looking just up the top there. Whee! So you've got Sarcoma, the Bone and Soft Tissue Cancer Charity. That's obviously summer 2016. That's when I requested the leaflet. Because that's when I thought it was relevant for me, and when I thought I'd be, it would be of help. Also, on the top of this leaflet here, it also gives the information of how you can get in contact with Sarcoma by contacting them via their websites and on the email address provided. So it's really quite amazing what they do. And the other thing that you need to be aware of, which I'll do in a separate video, is the type of clothing that you need to be wearing, potentially, for me anyway. Obviously I get that my situation will be different to other people's, so obviously you take this as seriously or as not seriously as you want. Also, I do or don't like certain materials, but that's my own opinion. So I say again, you take this as sort of as seriously or how you wish to. It's just to provide my experience and hopefully help you go through yours. So yeah. So this is part 2, I think. Part 3, I think, ish. So I'm going to gradually work through all these, and I'll pop them all up onto YouTube as I'm going through them. And then we'll go from there. So the next one will be coming up relatively shortly. And I hope you all enjoy. Any comments are welcome. No questions silly. If it's a personal question, by all means go ahead. If you want to know more about something, go ahead, that's fine. If you're thinking of rambling, or you think actually, person, you've missed something. It's probably not that I've missed something. I've just popped it onto a separate video. So you might want to go through a separate video. I will specifically label each video with sarcoma within the first word of the video, purely because all my other videos tend to be related to weather, as in like temperatures, clouds, rain, stuff. This is my first sort of lot of videos relating to sarcoma, or my experience anyway. So this will be the end of this particular video, and then we'll go on to another one in just a second. Okay, thank you very much.